Hungary's national carrier Malév officially ceased its operations on February 3, 2012. Malév, a member of the One World Airline Alliance that also includes American Airlines and British Airways, was established a year after the end of World War II. Hungary's flag carrier, which served 83 countries around the world with a fleet of 22 aircrafts, won the Best Airline Eastern Europe Award 2010. The grounding of Malév brings an end to 66 years of almost continuous service. However, the former employees, clients, partners, and passengers have not forgot about the national airlines since the official announcement was made 2 months ago. A civil aviation association under the name of Malév was formed to initiate and coordinate negotiations with the government and possible investors to create a new national and regional airline. They also registered our former employees and try to help them find new jobs. The main goal is to found a new airline where small shareholders, employees, and supporters can play significant roles as well. The association organized an open day at the Aircraft Memorial Park in Budapest to celebrate Malev's 66th anniversary. Visitors could taste the traditional goulash, wine, and see the legendary completely renovated aircrafts.
Many people came and joined us today regardless of the weather. It means that a national airline is still important to them. One of the main goals of our association is to help create a new national airline. The fact of the matter is that we would like to have a good time today. The past 1.5 months was about mourning and crying for many of us. We would like to wipe away the tears today. We have had enough of crying. We need to start thinking about how to step forward.
I came here to see my former colleagues once more. Unfortunately, the weather is not very nice. However, I'm very glad to be here. We fight the weather conditions, wind, cold, and rain, but it is very nice to be here and see everyone. I have already seen many familiar faces. Some of them I do not even know by name, but we say hello and give each other big hugs. I used to work as a flight attendant at Malév. This event is kind of a farewell party for me. I'm happy and sad at the same time. In the meantime, this is a great party. It is also the funeral of a wonderful company.
There are a lot of retired colleagues here. Naturally, there are also people affected by the bankruptcy of the company. Everyone is trying to find their way around, see what is available in the market. To be honest, I'm in the same situation. I'm looking for a new path for my career.
22 éve kezdtem el ott dolgozni.
I started to work here 22 years ago. This is my first and only workplace. I spent half of my life working for Malév. This company has always been and will always remain in my heart. I cannot let it go just yet. I'm wearing the Malév scarf and I'm here now. The only way I can get through this tough period is by pretending to still be working. I have my bag and my uniform ready in the closet. I'm telling myself that I'm only on a long holiday.
We loved each other like family members. There was always something happening around here. We were in situations and had access to information no one else was able to see outside of the family. Furthermore, we were lucky enough to see quite a lot of the world due to our work. This was the most appealing part of our work.
We were like one big family. I can't even express in words what it was like. No one who was not a member can even possibly imagine.
Basically, this wasn't just a workplace. It was a real community, a real family.
I believe there was no other workplace, no other community like the one at Malév. I was a flight attendant, and this really is how we felt. I worked for a couple of companies before, but for a few months. But I worked here for 20-some years. I cannot imagine myself working anyplace else.
We are truly sorry it came to such a terrible end. I believe in a brighter future, or at least we hope in one.
I worked for Malév. I wanted to pay a last visit to this park. I have never been here before. I have been to the terminal many times, but not here. I would also love to know what the future holds for us. Maybe we, who have been working for Malév for ages, still are hoping that it will work out somehow. We put our hearts and souls into this company.
The visitors could take a look at the aircrafts, along with the cockpits in the Memorial Park. An era came to an end, but the employees of Malév are still hopeful.
There is nothing specific just yet. The way we see it, based on our professional experience, is if a new airline is not founded by the beginning of this summer, it will be almost impossible to have a national airline before next year. Summer's the peak season for airlines.
We need a new airline. Whether it is a national airline, a company, or an LTD, it does not necessarily matter as long as the national flag is carried by an aircraft. The point is to have an airline. People need to have jobs in this country, in the airline industry, or someplace else. This is the most important goal to accomplish, since roughly 3,000 employees have lost their jobs, and it does not include the contractors, the airline, and the airport. I believe it would be a huge achievement to create jobs, even for only a couple hundreds of people in the airline industry. If we can get that done, it was already worth the trouble for those of us working for this goal.
The highlight of the day was when the engines of the IL-14 aircraft, under the name of Malvinka, was once again started. For safety reasons, the special firefighter truck of the terminal also showed up at the Memorial Park, which evoked great success among the audience.
We believe that something indeed came to an end. However, something new was born today. We hope that the mourning period will end shortly, and we are looking forward to a brighter future.
I think the people themselves need a new national airline as well. Not only economic, but emotional reasons are also involved. Today is a very good example of this. Hundreds of people are present and celebrate with us, discussing past experiences and planning the future while looking at the old aircrafts. We would love to be a part of this future. I'm not sad at all. I'm convinced that a new airline can and must be created on the basis of Malev's 66-year-old history. I'm very optimistic, and I believe there will be a new airline. The one and only question is when. However, I am 100% positive it will happen in our short period of time. It is nice to remember the past. However, we need to make sure that a Hungarian national airline will exist in the future as well. Today, we started to create a new future. We ended an era, the history of Malev's 66 years of operations, and started to build a new future, a new national airline. We believe Hungary needs a national airline. However, in order to make it happen, we need to work together with small shareholders and investors. We need to address both the national and international business players who would like to assist us in our efforts, and who understand the possibility of investing money in an airline connecting East and West.
Lots of visitors, mainly former employees, showed up to celebrate the anniversary of Malév. While Malev's band played music for the audience, the participants held a commemoration in remembrance of the national airline. The event was not only successful, but it also strengthened the togetherness of a family like none other, a community which remains strong no matter what has happened.